Good morning. How are you? Long night on my end, so pardon the bedraggled look. Got a call, middle of the night. Somebody with a broken heart. Seems like they always have that. Broken hearts and babies being born are always in the middle of the night. Lovely person, lost herself, lost her identity in a relationship, and got dumped, essentially. When you first start seeing somebody, it's exciting. You meet somebody and you can't wait to go out with them. They ask you out. You want to ask them out. If you go out and you start talking and it just doesn't mesh. They're just not what you like or you're used to. It's not your comfort zone. It's okay to say, it's not for me. I had a great time. I hope we can be buddies, but that's it. Don't start giving away your power to please somebody else. Please don't do that. This person, from what she was telling me, was very attractive, had a nice job, seemed to have money, and it just swept her off her feet. He told her, now this is a very polished person, she's a professional. He liked earthy women. I said, well, okay, what's an earthy woman? Sorry. I know what it meant back in the 60s. I don't know what it means today. Well, he didn't want her shaving her legs and, he didn't want her having her hair done. He didn't want her nails being done. No makeup. Oh, hell, nobody could stand to be around me if I had to do that. That's just not going to happen. That would scare small children and animals. But she acquiesced. So she went from being a polished professional woman in an office to changing her appearance and her behaviors, because as you start changing who you are, it affects your self-esteem. It affected her work. It affected her job. It affected her career. She lost her job because she was so busy doubting herself. Every step, everything she did, she started to doubt. She went from having a lot of self-confidence in everything she did to doubting everything. I wish she could have just taken some mental health time instead of losing her job. I don't know. I'll talk to her again. Maybe I can help her get her job back if she wants it. I'll try. I'll do anything I can. Come to find out, and this happened over, I think she said like 3 or 4 months, so it didn't take long for this to happen. Come to find out, he was seeing other women that he was paying to have their hair and nails done because all of his women needed to look good. They needed to look sharp to be with him. He didn't take her out anymore. She was the one at home. She was the one nobody saw. He didn't like the fact that she was around her family. He didn't like the fact that she had friends that she called and would go to lunch with. You don't need that, you have me. Those are signs of emotional abuse. When they're isolating you, that's a problem. If they want you to get rid of the cat, the dog, the kids, your friends, your parents, your family, no more contact. You don't need them, you have me. Red flag. Red flag. When they raise their voice, and sometimes they don't even raise their voice because sometimes a quiet voice is scarier than a loud voice. But when you're threatened and intimidated, that's abuse, honey. She didn't see the signs. And so there was a substantial disagreement from what I understand. She just kind of got fed up, and there was a phone call that she overheard. And it was him and his girlfriends, and he was telling this other girl about the person, not the girlfriend he lived with, the person he lived with, and how dowdy and tacky and awful she was. And yeah, he could never be with somebody like that. She was just gross, and she overheard it, and that was it. So then all the truths come out. It hurt. It did. I have no doubt when she heard that, it just knocked her to her knees. On a lot of levels. It hurts when you make a bad choice and you have to say, boy, was I stupid. We all make mistakes. That's what I told her. It's okay. It's okay. It hurts to know that you were mistreated. that you trusted someone and that trust was violated. Those are called life lessons. We learn them and we go on. I'm going to work with her. She's going to be okay. And I told her I wanted to do a video today on this, just to give people a heads up. And it doesn't just happen to women. Women do this to men all the time. I don't like your hair, I don't like your beard, I don't like your mustache, I don't like your friends. That's the beginning. Accept people for who they are, as they are, and let them accept you for who you are. When they start wanting you to change, there might be a problem. Now, if you have an addiction, a dependency, and they're asking you to stop drinking, stop smoking, that's a blessing. They could be doing that to save your life. That's what a friend does. But if they're wanting you to cut your hair really short or get tattoos or stop wearing makeup or not communicate with family and friends and get rid of the dog and the cat, and you've got a problem. See the red flags for what they are. Don't make excuses for them. If you're being mistreated verbally, emotionally, physically, sexually, financially, do something about it. There's a lot of people like myself here to help you. Just reach out. We'll help you get through this. It's easy, easier than you think. You might have to eat a little crow because you got to admit to yourself you were wrong. But I'm going to teach you how to forgive yourself. That's the first thing. And then we heal. Never lose yourself to another person, to a job, to a situation. You be you, for you, okay?